What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Good evening, everybody, and happy Peace Week. As I said, we've been preparing for 99 days plus for this week, in which we celebrate all of us really caring about a vision for peace. We are the Global Peace Tribe. So this is our big week. This is our Christmas, our Hanukkah, or I should say, our Rosh Hashanah, all rolled up into one. And tonight's going to be an amazing night. We've got some of our absolute favorite musical performers, luminaries with us. And I'm going to really briefly show you who we've got. Kristin Hoffmann, you just heard her voice because she narrates our opening video. Absolute songstress that we love. Gary Malkin is with us. And Gary, of course, is a brilliant performer, Emmy Award-winning composer, and a brilliant luminary. Of course, as always, our beloved brother Omashar is with us. He'll be providing us with at least 2 musical numbers and leading our opening prayer and sharing his wisdom, beloved brother Chief Phil Lane. And there's more. It's an all-time all-star group of people with us. We've got Connie and Andrew, the perpetual honeymooners, who are going to be sharing a lot of wonderful wisdom with us. So welcome. And we're going to have Tatiana Speed. Can you believe all the great music we're going to have? Live music with Tatiana and Kristin and Gary Malkin and Omashar and a lot of other friends that are probably going to jump in and visit. Marina's here. She's probably going to share a little bit about what she's offering for Peace Week. And Reverend Jeffrey Colbrook. Now, you're used to seeing him dancing on our shows, but tonight he speaks and he's going to tell us something very, very special. And I'm finally going to conclude by introducing my co-host for the evening, the wonderful Reverend Becky Suzik, who makes all things happen for Peace Week. Welcome, Becky.
Oh, we do it together. We do it together in one world and in the Magic Canoe. Thank you so much. It is so exciting. Today is day 92 of the 99 days of Peace Through Unity, and it starts the Peace Week. We're already in Peace Month, and so it really is like a holiday, isn't it? I love that.
So for people who don't really know, give them the introduction about 99 days leading up and what's happening.
So this is an incredible collaborative love effort. All gifts are invited. And so what we have done over the last few years is held convergences online using Zoom. So for months we prepare. John Raymer and I have been supporting so many people as other people are supporting people in training people how to use Zoom, that I call us the new media, the experiential media, like you do here in the Great Awakening. We all come into the same Zoom room. We deep listen, we sacred listen, and we learn and we grow our hearts and we have an experience together. It's very different than old story media. So we have a website that you're all invited to go to. It is peaceweek.org. And I believe I'll be showing you the navigation of that a little bit later. But you can check out peaceweek.org and you'll see the schedule there, and you'll see our convergence rooms as well, which I'll share more about. And we have some of our presenters. So basically, a convergence is a collaborative effort, and none of us know what it's going to be like until afterwards. And then when we look back, everyone will have a different amazing story. It's been an extraordinary experience to collaborate with so many people, and it's like we've brought down the borders in the world and found each other in this new space, this new world here, the one world we call it. This beautiful artwork behind me is made up of a piece of heart work, I call it, by Cara Stonehouse at the Hague Center. And the flags that are flying above the one world are the flags of one family that were an inspiration from our beloved elder sister, Linda DeHart. And so we all meet here in one world, and we bring forth our gifts, we collaborate, we support each other, and we amplify each other's voices, particularly those that we don't typically hear in old story media. So I'm really grateful to be introducing you to some of you that may have never heard of what this is, introducing you to it. And we're going to help you find your way in the magic canoe here and through one world. And I'll share some more details a bit later. But thank you for inviting me to co-host. I'm very excited about it, Scott.
Oh, Becky, I love co-hosting with you. And Betty, again, you're going to find all the details at peaceweek.org. It's free to register to attend. Go up, take a look at the schedule, and it's remarkable how many events they've got happening.
Yes.
So many of your favorite global peace tribers are going to be doing things, and it goes on and on and on, just about every day. I mean, we're
That's
still
right.
on the 17th, and I see at least 8 events already. So
It's right. It starts today and it goes through next Saturday, the 23rd. Our convergence rooms open tomorrow, which is the US Sunday, and goes through Friday. And that calendar that you can look at right now, we're still adding events because our stewards and our presenters are still working on getting their calendar listings ready. So you can check that website out, look at the calendar. And what Scott just showed you was in his time zone. But when you look at it, you're going to see it in your time zone. So we're really excited.
the miracle of modern technology, isn't that cool?
It is.
And Becky, you and I get to introduce our first presenter tonight, and he's someone I know. I love him very much. I would have to say, if somebody said, who's the most passionate person you know? I know a lot of passionate people. I would say Chief Phil Lane Jr.
Yes, yes. Hello, Brother Phil. Oh, hug.
See you again today. So nice. Always to see you and Brother Scott and all the growing members of our global peace tribe that are witnessing this incredible time that's been prophesied in all the sacred teachings, not only in the Holy Land, as people call it, but across the Americas and everywhere, where the prophecies have foretold this very day in which we are being granted the incredible opportunity and joy to witness the day, the dawning of the day that shall not be followed by night. So
Phil, would you be willing to get us off to a start with, as only you can, a powerful prayer?
thank you. O Tunkashawa Kantaka, creator of the universe, most beloved one, all powerful one, most kind one, most compassionate one, ever forgiving one, O ancient of days, O blessed beauty, We just give thanksgiving from the bottom of our souls that we're here today alive, knowing that all our ancestors are closer than our closest vein, surrounding us, empowering us, inspiring us to move towards peace on earth with the understanding of the prior unity and oneness of a human family, and Wakantaka, creator of all good things. We just give thanksgiving to all the tribes and nations of the east from where comes the red sunrise. They might come together in unity and harmony in a way that we've never understood or could ever imagine before in the past, with all the tribes and nations of the south coming together as well, from where comes new life, the west from where comes thunder, lightning, and rain, coming together as one heart and one mind in many bodies, and the north from where comes the white snow, purifying our hearts and minds, so all that remains is our connection to our holy being, the Holy Spirit that animates and sustains all things. And we especially give our thanksgiving to Father Sky and all those dimensions of our being that may be referred to in different ways in different cultures, but our masculine dimensions. And Creator, we just give thanksgiving for being a human being. At the same time, we ask forgiveness that the overabundance of these masculine qualities have led us to a place where we're standing on the verge of either a deepening catastrophe or a time of great awakening spiritually, that we might move towards the path that we know has been created for us towards peace. So we ask forgiveness for our awkward ways, knowing that you are the ever forgiving. And we humble ourselves before Mother Earth, our beloved mother of all things, and her representatives, womankind. We ask forgiveness for any disrespect and for not being aware that at the center of the heart of our human family are women who are the creators of life as our Mother Earth. And they must in every way be understood to be like the wings of an eagle, a condor, a hummingbird, a quetzal, both equal, man and woman. Because until we recognize this spiritual reality, the eagle of humanity will never reach the promised destiny that we are unfolding as we've prayed together. And especially this night, I ask the empowerment of the beautiful, 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 beautiful gift, this divine umbilical cord from the spiritual world of my dear Toja Kristin Hoffmann. And she never, Creator, you know, she always puts it in her heart, but even more so, bless her, empower her, and each and every relative here who's going to share. May they share from the depths of their soul like never before. May we, in this 99 days of peace and unity in this world, International Peace Week, in a way we've never seen before, ever, Creator. Let us dedicate ourselves during these sacred days to truly looking the depths of our souls and realize that each of us is a sovereignty, ancient, imperishable, and everlasting in our souls, have no gender, have no ethnicity, have no race, have no class, but in fact are a reflection of the oneness of our Creator. So Creator, with that, the vows, prayers continuing from all our hearts and minds, we move ourselves forward in this long promised day that shall not be followed by night, into this time in which it's time to come together and recognize we're one human family, all indigenous to our beloved Mother Earth. Halimi chante washtealo, shunkmadohe medo, chinupasape medo, halimi chante washte. And from the Holy Land, I want to share this prayer. O my God, unite the hearts of thy servants and reveal unto them thy great purpose. May they follow thy commandments and abide in thy law. Help them, O God, in their endeavor and grant them strength to serve thee. O God, lead them not to themselves, but guide their steps to the light of knowledge and cheer their hearts by thy love. by your love. Verily thou art their helper in the Lord. Halmi chante washtelo shinkmano hemedo shinipasapa beero halmi chante washte. When we finish what we have to share or pray, as Dakotas we say our names. My name is Shinkmano and Shinupasapa, my two names. And I stand fully responsible, as each of us are, before the Creator for all my words and my actions. Halmi chante washte. Aho. And I can't wait, Sister Tojak, Kristin, to hear your incredible, empowering, inspiring voice to uplift our souls and hearts to that mystic dimension beyond the world of time and space, beyond the murmur of syllables and sounds, beyond the world of names. How Michante Washte.
Oh, Chief Phil Dekshi, you always have this way of just stirring every molecule of my being and my spirit being. And I know I say this for each and every one of us. You empower us and kind of re-encode us with that incredible light vision that I can do it spirit. And I'm just so grateful to be with you again today in this sacred space, sharing together. And on the first day of Peace Week, no less. This is an incredible time. Becky was sharing the 92nd day of the 99 days of peace through unity. And so perfect, as you were talking about all of us together, I was feeling in a few hours ago, what do I want to share today on this first day of Peace Week? And all of a sudden I had this idea and it came to me, and I said, okay, I'm going to go into my studio and I'm going to be like a cook in the kitchen and get this together so that I can bring this surprise. And I have this song called All Together now. And I was thinking, this is the time. It's going to take all of us working together. And I think I've played the song maybe even on the Awakening World before. But a few years ago, I made a choral arrangement of this song. And my vision was that all of these choirs and choruses could sing this song and really just tune into that all together now, let's do this spirit. And then, as you know, things shifted in 2020. And so the choral arrangement hasn't really gotten out in the world yet. So this has never been shared live, but I thought, you know what? I can make a version and I'll sing one of the parts of the choral arrangement. And then I sang all the other parts as well. So you'll hear, it's kind of a choir of me, but imagine that there's going to be even the low voices. Those are going to be some amazing male voices. And I'm encouraging you, sing the song. If you're in a choir or if you're in a chorus, or if you just have a few friends who love to sing, Scott is going to put in the chat the sheet music for this choral arrangement. And so I give this as my gift. And now you're going to hear a little bit what it sounds like. And I hope that this encourages you to just use your voice. And maybe Scott can put it in the chat before I sing. And then also, if you want to follow the words, you can. Or just listen. But please download it and share it with anyone you like. This is my gift to you. Okay. So all together now, the chorus says, let's sing it out all together now. Let's raise our voices high, because no other time is a better time than now. This is the moment of our life, not our lives, our life together that is unfolding as one unified voice. This is the moment, not the moments. This is the now moment. So here we go. My gift to you. I'm going to be singing the second soprano part, by the way. Here we go. I'm so excited. Let's sing it out all together now. Let's raise our voices high. 'Cause no other time is a better time than now. This is the moment of our life. So many times life feels so lonely, like you're the only one who cries. And then the fear, it tries to come on in and paint you cloudy skies. So open Open up and let the sun shine. Oh, and know you're not alone. We've all felt the weight of a heavy mind, but it's time now to let go. Sing it high, let's sing it out all together now. Let's raise our voices high, 'cause no other time is a better time than now. This is the moment of a life. So the next time you start doubting, oh, just remember this song and know your choices in each moment. You can start to sing along. Sing it out, let's sing it out all together now. Let's raise our voices high, 'cause no other time is a better time than now. This is the moment of a life. We can learn to shine. Yes, we can now. Just like one bright light. Let's sing it out all together now. Let's raise our voices high, 'cause no other time is a better time than now. This is the moment of a life. Yes, it is now. Let's raise our voices high. Sing it out. This is the moment of a life. Ooh, this is the moment of a life. This is the moment of our life.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. That's all Twinkle Puff.
You guys, it's
And she fell in.
oh, thank you so much for being here for the first time ever that the choral version was done live. And please, yes, take it out into the world. Scott has posted the sheet music, and make it your own. Make it your own. Share that positive vibration in your own beautiful way with your own voice. And I love you all so, so much.
Now, before you go escaping away, I want to really encourage all of us to support Kristin. You know, it is so important. We've got amazing musical artists tonight. We've got to support them because people don't sell records anymore. They don't sell CDs very often. And so when someone works as hard as Kristin has on always providing these amazing musical offerings to World Unity Week, to Peace Week, to the Global Peace Tribe, let's support her. This is her website. I put it up in the chat box. I'll put it in again. And her brand new album. And you probably have heard, some of you who are regulars, she has played some of the songs for Awakening World. So you can go to her cart and get it that way. But I really want to encourage people to go to where it says membership and become a member of her Sonic Soul family. I'm a member. I've been a member for a couple of years, and it's one of the best investments I've ever made because she provides so much for us, including once a month, second Sunday of every month.
It's the third Sunday now, Scott.
It's the
tomorrow.
third.
It's tomorrow.
I will be there. I'll be there.
And
Third
the theme
Sunday.
tomorrow is actually embracing death consciously. And we're going to have a really deep, there have been some requests to have a really deep conscious conversation about about death. And I really heard that call. And so tomorrow, that is our theme. And I'm really looking forward to having probably one of the most important conversations we could have.
Wow. Well, I'm sure glad you were here to tell us that.
I had to
So
jump in. Sorry, you're doing such a good
you
job.
you were always allowed to jump in on your own promotion, for sure. And really, you guys, you can come in at any level. Here's the thing is that our artists need to know that they've got some money coming in. And so if they know every month, whether it's your $11 or your $33 or your $77, and that way she's got some financial support, some financial stability. And it's really, really important for us to support our artists. I've put the link into the chat box. And of course, you can also buy her album, which is beautiful. She's been performing it live. You were just in Massachusetts performing it live. And Kristin, we love you so much.
I love you all so much. And I saw Mark in the chat. Yes, please sing all together now with your choir. And if you can video that, Mark, send me a copy. That would just make my whole world. And I love you all. Thank you, Scott. You always hold such an incredible space for us all to come together in a high vibration and really harmonize together. So very grateful. And I'm so excited for all of the incredible guests tonight.
Oh, well, thank you. And we had that kind of beautiful segue straight from Chief Phil into Kristin, and it was perfect. But I do want to let people know, going back to Chief Phil for a moment, about his organization, which is the Four Worlds International Institute. And Chief Phil is tireless in all that he does to create wonderful things for our world. And so I really want to encourage people to go to his website, learn more about what he's doing, and even donate and support him. And it's fwii.earth. fwii.earth is the website. It's easy to get there. And I'm going to put that into the chat box for everybody right now. And let's all support beloved Chief Phil Lane and his amazing work in the world. People like Phil and Kristin, they're constantly giving, and they need our support. So let's please be generous in our support. I want to also welcome any of you who are part of Peace Week that are going to be making presentations on Peace Week. Text me, let me know, hey, Scott, I'm going to be presenting at Peace Week, and I will do what I'm about to do with Maureen and Piper. I will introduce you to the audience, and you will have a moment to share about your offering. Now, we're going to have a little double duo here because I'm not sure if Piper's computer is working well enough. So here she is. She was drumming along, and Piper's going to do a whole show with us. We just booked it for a couple of weeks from now. But Piper and or Marie, tell us about what you're doing on Peace Week. And you need to unmute.
I was muted and running back and forth because my 5-week-old Bernese mountain dog has quite a bark. And
wow.
He's the most amazing. So thank you, Scott. Kristin, she already knows I'm in love with her. I actually made my first offering as a film to Dr. Jenna on her song Om Shanti, which is still literally my favorite song in the world. And I think I play it 4 times a week. And whenever I do healings at my retreats, it's one of the first songs. And you're just a master of creative conscious healing. You're just an angel on the earth.
I love you so much, Piper. And I feel the same way about you. I'm so grateful for all the art you put into this world. And we have more to come. We have more to come.
I just love it. So it's really Maureen. We're doing for Peace Week. It's called The Dream is Love. And we are introducing the concept, are you a dreamer? Who are the dreamers? Because we're creating healing hotels around the world, the Healing Hotels by Dreamer. Our first big hotel is the Stapleford Hotel in the UK. We also have a castle in Scotland called Seaton Castle and another big resort in Australia. And we're hoping to branch out to the United States and Peru, and then also create oneness ranches with Maureen and other healers and practitioners. I think we're going to be starting off on Mayan land and other indigenous communal land. And our goal, of course, is a oneness model. Our goal is not to create another wellness hotel, but to create a oneness hotel. What we want to do in our programs of healing is bring people into cultural awareness, healing modalities from around the world, where every single different culture of healing ancient is incorporated, because we believe that the body of Christo, or the body of life, the body of humanity, that there are treasures in the field, and in every single area of culture and life, from the earth to the earth mother to all of humanity, is a piece of the body. And we want to bring it all together. So we bring back the ancient indigenous wisdom, practices, and medicine of all the people under one roof. And we'll be healing with the foundation of Ubuntu, the African belief in forgiveness. I am, therefore you are. Forgiving self and others, cultural and ancestral healing, bringing us into healing with the Earth Mother, and then into our state of oneness, and being able to cast away the illusion of separateness, and to get back to our authenticity, so that we can move forward in this dispensation of global oneness. And so that's what we're doing around the world. And I'm really grateful to have Maureen bringing in her practice of IRT, not just to the people who are coming to our hotels, but she is supporting our entire practice, everyone who's working with us, our entire team, and removing anything that should not be present as we move forward.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And Maureen, I'm going to go to you a little bit later in the show to hear more, because it's time for our 6:30 meditation.
Okay, can I just tell you Piper's presentation time for her?
Yes, that's very important.
It is Tuesday in the gathering room at 7 p.m. Eastern, and that's 4 p.m. Pacific. Where am I in Pacific? What is that? And then starting off at 2:30 Eastern until and 2:30. Anyway, we'll talk about my presentation later, but it's back to back. The IRT and then the Healing Hotel. Dream is love, and we get to clear everything that's unlike love.
Beautiful. And we are going to dedicate an entire Awakening World show to Piper and her amazing dreamers, and we all are dreamers. We'll learn more about that on Wednesday night, October 11th. It's going to be all things Piper and many of her amazing, beautiful beings she's going to bring on board, including Maureen. I want to welcome all the people watching from the Twin Ray Meditation Group. Welcome to the Awakening World. And now what we're doing is every Saturday night, we tune you into the Awakening World so you can watch the meditation, and then you're welcome to stay and enjoy a beautiful show tonight, which is dedicated to. And I'm going to turn it over to our beloved Deborah Juliet to lead tonight's meditation with some musical underscoring by our beloved.
Yes, thank you, Omashar, for being here for us. Welcome, and thank you, every beautiful face here on this Saturday evening, Saturn day, and we're still right at the beginning. It's the first day of the new moon and the wormhole that started yesterday. So I invite you to take this opportunity of going into all of your intentions. So if you have any intentions right now for the upcoming time until the next new moon. So wormhole always happens around the equinoxes twice a year, and starts with the new moon before the equinox and ends with the new moon afterwards. And that means that everything is possible in that time. That just means that you can go up, left, right, whatever. If you're fully centered in your heart, a lot of manifestation is programmed. And I'm just reading that your intention beloved Roy is Lovolution. So yes, let's manifest that. It's definitely a very beautiful vision, and let's have the vision of peace, absolute peace on earth, I would say tonight. It's probably for this time the most important. Wish may all beings be in peace and love and harmony always. So yeah, that's what this wormhole is for, to manifest. If you're always staying in your peace and love and heart, and manifestations are definitely beautiful for you, going to be very beautiful for you in this very intense time that we are in right now. So yeah, love illusion, that's what I can read here everywhere. It's definitely tonight's theme. So on this vision, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful vision, I invite you all to close your beautiful eyes, sit straight if you can, and put your beautiful right hand on your heart chakra. Put both hands on your heart, or if you like, your left hand on your solar plexus chakra, which combines then your heart and your solar plexus. I invite you now to deeply breathe into your left hand, into the solar plexus. To breathe in all the love and joy that you are. And to hold your breath for a couple of seconds now, to let the oxygen and all your love and light do its magic in each and every cell of your beautiful body. And to breathe out everything that we don't want tonight, and let it all go. Let it all go. Wonderful. I invite you one more time to deeply breathe in all the love and light and joy surrounding you and that you're made of. And to breathe out everything that you want to let go now that we don't need. And one more time, I invite you to deeply breathe in into your abdomen. Deeply, deeply. Everything that you deserve and that you already are. Joy and peace for sure. And we hold it so that peace can do its magic in every cell of our body. And we breathe out everything that we don't need, we don't want. And we let it go. All the happenings of today, to breathe into the silence and the peace that's inside of us, out of which we create the most beautiful, love-illusional world possible. I invite you now to feel the ray of light that is feeding you, coming all the way from the central sun, from the center of all the galaxies, that is always with you, that is feeding you with all the love and light, coming all the way down through your crown chakra, to all of your chakras, down to the center of Mother Earth, of Mother Gaia. Feel how you're held, how you're loved, how you're deeply anchored through that ray of light that is truly who you are, that's always feeding you with a permanent, infinite, right amount of love and peace and patience and compassion and all the most beautiful virtues that you're emanating ultimately and that you truly are. inside you now. To feel that ray of light centering you, holding you between the intelligence that created you, the beautiful love that created you, that you're coming from, deeply rooted into our beautiful planet, Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. Feel how that ray of light is cleansing all of your chakras, and how this ray of light now comes back all the way through the root chakra, all the way back into your heart. And this light is cleansing you, it's purifying you like a waterfall. And feel it going all the way up to your crown chakra, and feel the toroidal field that you are. It's floating out of the crown chakra into the universe, into your surroundings, coming back, emanating all the love and light that you are through your heart and your crown chakra, and coming back to you manifold through your root chakra, and again all the way up to the crown chakra, all the way out, and feel the expansion that you came to experience. Because it's not only about experiencing who you are, it's truly about expanding the love and light and peace that is inside of you, that has always been inside of you, and that you always are and will be. Let us feel together now this beautiful expansion of love coming all the way through your heart. Expanding and expanding, encompassing the beautiful city and the country and the continent in which you're living. And now expanding all the way even further, expanding and encompassing the entire planet in which we are, encompassing every beautiful soul and being on this planet, encompassing now the entire solar system, our beautiful sun that is giving us all the life here, and now expanding furthermore to the stars and all the galaxies around us, expanding furthermore to infinity, expanding and feeling that we are infinite beings, having this beautiful experience on this beautiful, beautiful planet. And feeling now the huge amount of gratitude that we can feel to just be here and now all together in this most beautiful time and beautiful vessel, feeling grateful for all our lives and all this love that we are feeling together, and that we're expanding. Feeling grateful for our lives, feeling grateful for just experiencing this moment, feeling grateful for love, feeling grateful for the joy that is within us. And we say yes to even more joy, even more peace, even more love. And we say yes to this beautiful expansion, and even more of this love and life and joy. And we say yes to the golden age that is in front of us. Yes to the golden age that can only come from inside of us. And we say yes to that joy that is never ending. And it's always feeding us. And the more we give it out, the more it comes back. The more we give it out, the more it comes back. And we say yes to all the beautiful moments that are still ahead of us, and it just wants to be lived with us, through us, in us, and within us, and through all of us. And in this beautiful moment of love and gratitude and joy, I invite you now to feel, not only to see, but to feel the most beautiful vision that you can have for this golden age and this planet. How does it feel to be on the most joyful planet of the universe? How does it feel to have this planet in full health and full wealth and be inside of this full health and wealth? How does it feel to feel that abundance of love, that abundance of health, that abundance of joy, that abundance of peace all around us? What does it look like? How does it feel to be full and surrounded by children laughing all day long, by grown-ups behaving like children or feeling like children, this joyful laughter all around us? How does it feel to be pumped up with love and to be that love, to feel that we are that love all together? How does it feel to be united as one beautiful, beautiful heart that is emanating nothing else but that love and gratitude, and of course, the peace and joy and harmony. And harmony that we all came to feel on this beautiful planet. And yes, how does it feel to say yes to all these beautiful moments inside of us that we have lived and that we are about to live and we are living right now? How does it feel to be in the now, in this very present moment, with no other thoughts distracting us? How does it feel now to be united with God, with Mother and Father God? Whatever it feels like to you, whatever it looks like to you, how does it feel to be in that source that we're all coming from? And how does it feel to feel now the love that we are, the one and always now precious now moment of love? As our beautiful masters always tell us, all of them who have ever been here and who will ever come, they will always say, they all say, there's only love. There's only love. There is only now. And there is only God, which gives us the most precious joy. Brings us. I don't know if you've ever noticed that now has this infinite bow in the middle, and joy as well, and love as well, and God as well. Do you think that is a coincidence? Just embrace this. Just feel it, who you truly are. Yes. And send it out to the world. Send this joy even more out to the world as much as you can to infinite realm, which is made of only particles of joy and love. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful beings. You are so powerful and you are so, so loved. You're so loved, little boy. You're so loved. Feel that love and that worthiness. That worthiness of being here, of being on this planet, of living exactly what you're living right now. It's always perfect. The now moment is exactly the way it should be. It's absolutely perfect, in perfect divine precision. And the precious now moment, I invite you now to feel the oneness, to feel the unity, and to feel that we are full and complete and absolutely nothing is missing. And I invite you to feel the peace, the utmost peace inside, from which everything can blossom so beautifully. Everything that you wish, because it's already there. It's just waiting for you to always be in that precious moment of now and of love and of gratitude. And when we hold this, everything is possible and everything is already there. And so magically, beautifully, wonderfully there. Because you already are that beauty, you already are that magic, you already are that love. Now, feel it. I can feel it, how beautiful you all are. I can feel it, how magical you all are. I can feel how wonderful, how divine you all are, the most beautiful divine creations. And we say yes to the utmost love illusion of all times in the most beautiful peace and happiness and most profound joy.
Thank you, Deborah. We do say yes. We do say yes. And thank you very much for blessing us with that beautiful, beautiful meditation. Thank you, Omashar, for the music. And I'm going to go straight to our beautiful, beloved Tatiana, who's got a musical offering for us.
Well, that was just exquisite. And as she was speaking, I just had this feeling of this is why I'm here. I'm here to co-create this beautiful vision with all of you. And I was just feeling our connection on this call, our connection to the unity of life. And it just touched me so deeply. And I'm inspired to share this song, which is called The Breath of Life. And as I play it, I invite us to just feel how we're all breathing here together. Feel the plants that are also doing their own form of breath, the animals. All around this world and this universe, there's this inflow and exhale of life, and we can feel this unity connection through our breath. So I'm just going to turn on. Oh, I'm unable to start live performance audio. Anyone know why that would be, Omashar?
You need live performance audio unless you're singing, unless you're playing with someone else. Are you just playing by yourself?
Yeah, so don't need it?
Yeah, don't put it on then.
Okay.
Just as long as you have original sound on, you should be good.
Okay. Well, hope you all can hear me, and I invite us all to breathe together. Everything is breathing in. Everything is breathing out. The whole universe is breathing with me. Everything is opening. Everything is closing. expanding and contracting in the universe. The breath of the universe rushes through my body. The breath of the universe, the breath of life. And I am breathing, I am feeling, I am alive, I am a mystery. Since my first breath, since my first cry, this breath will carry me until the day I die. Like an ocean wave through my being, I am breathing the breath of life. And I am breathing, I am feeling, I am alive, I am a mystery. And I am breathing, I am feeling, I am alive, I am a mystery. Oh, oh. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Everything is breathing in, everything is breathing out. The whole universe is breathing with me.
Oh, beautiful Tatiana. It's such a joy to have you on with us tonight.
I love being here. This is a special energy here tonight. I feel it's so strong. It's amazing. Whew, the vibe is just, I
The
can
beautiful
feel
sense of our family. This is our tribe. You know, this really is our global peace tribe. And
I
you're in
really feel it.
Canada and people all over the world.
Yeah. I feel like this portal is just opening. And I mean, it's amazing that today's the beginning of Peace Week too. So that does make sense, but it's touching me really deeply.
And it's a new moon. And as Deborah mentioned, uh, there's a wormhole that has opened. And our teacher talked to us about it. And so between now and the time of the time through the eclipse until the full moon is a very powerful time where anything can happen. And boy, here we are all on this beautiful roller coaster ride together.
Mhm. Yes. Yes.
Tatiana, tell us a little bit. I'm going to go to your this site first, and we'll talk about the women's empowerment
Sure.
after your video.
Sure.
Tell us what you've been up to. I know that you and your family went through quite a harrowing experience with the fires, and a few people have asked in the chat box, how are you and how is your family?
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, we've been through quite a, I'm just going to put myself on gallery, just put gallery, there we go. Yeah, it's been a very difficult time for my family and my community. Big wildfire went through my whole area. It was one of the biggest, most intense things I've ever lived in my life. The fire, we didn't get the evacuation notice until very late because the fire just moved so fast, so fast. All of a sudden it was just there, and high winds, and it was so loud you could hear it, and things were just dropping from the sky, burning things dropping from the sky. And my family, we have a beautiful piece of property here that's my grandfather's legacy. And just a week before, we had done a big celebration for him to honor his beautiful legacy and everything he had created. And I was just like, I cannot fathom if just a week later after we did the celebration, if we're going to watch his whole legacy go up in flames. So yeah, we did a lot to prepare our property for the fire. And in the end, there was just grace because it was so close to us. Like, I could hear the flames and my heart was on the floor breaking. And then the wind changed direction and it took it in another location. I mean, there's still 80 acres of our property that did burn, but the main homestead where my family and my grandparents live was safe. But I have a lot of family here, and I have other family members that did lose everything burned to the ground. So it's been a really, I mean, I feel connected to this. What I'm going through is not unique. This is happening all over the world right now, all over the world. I mean, we just heard what happened in Lahaina, which was just like devastating to the core. So in a strange way, I actually felt connected to what the earth is going through in a very visceral way. And really connected to how we heal and how we bring our land back from this, how we like heal as community is something we're trying to figure out together here. We're a really small community. Another thing I'll share is that we had absolutely no support from any BC wildfire services. No one was here, not a single person who can firefight. And our whole community fought the fire. Everyone. I was out there doing my part. Every farmer, logger, guy who could operate a hose was out there fighting the fire, and we saved a lot by ourselves. So there's like some serious acts of heroism that I'm absolutely touched to my core by some of the acts of heroism. Like our neighbors saved 2 of my uncle's homes just by themselves. So really quite an extraordinary situation from that point of view, just the heroism of the people in this community.
Thank you for sharing that. And it is an incredible thing. And, you know, as global community, as global family, we do need to share in the beautiful celebrations, but also in the great challenges. And I know a lot of us were tracking on Facebook what was going on with you. We saw the photos and the videos. I'm really glad you're okay and that your property, 80 acres scarred, but that overall your buildings and most of all your health, your animals, all are okay.
Yeah.
You know, we can support Tatiana by going to her website. It's her name, TatianaSpeed.com. And she does make music and beautiful videos that always uplift us. You know, I think Ben Bowler is in the house now, and I met you through Ben and through World Unity Week. So thank you, Ben. You turned us on to who has become one of our absolute favorite performers, presenters, luminaries. And she is going to be back with her brand new video that she's going to play first time on Awakening World in about an hour, something like that. So Tatiana, thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you shortly.
See you soon.
I'm going to bring my wonderful co-host Becky back up. Becky, anything you want to share before we introduce Connie and Andrew?
How I just am in such a zone. It's just so astonishing, the beauty here of the music and the unity and the presence. And so just so much gratitude to each of these beautiful artists that are holding space for us here tonight. It's really, really powerful.
Is well, would you like to introduce? I always call them the honeymooners. And Connie, what would you like to share about our beloved Andrew and Connie?
Well, I met Conju and Annie All right, I'm a little tired. There's a little bit of a clue here, people. I met you both a few years ago in Zoom, and I met you in person this year, and it was a total joy to meet you out in California at the LA Convergence. And they both have done so much to support so many different people, and I'm so excited. My dog's excited. He's come over because he can hear my energy. Just so grateful for all of your contributions, for what you both do individually and collectively towards unity consciousness. And so I'm really just thrilled that you're here tonight and we get to hear some beautiful wisdom from you both.
So yeah, what does peace mean to both of you? I mean, both of you, you've been traveling around the world making this incredible documentary. So what are some nuggets of wisdom that you'd like to share, maybe from the documentary or just about your own perspective about creating peace in our world?
Well, what do we think here? Yes, peace in our world. Well, for me, there's only the coming of peace on earth and heaven on earth. Absolutely. That's all there is. That's all there ever has been. That's all there ever will be. And everything serves that. So it's just important that each of us go ahead and really speak our truth and bring to the collective consciousness our knowing of that higher vibration, that higher frequency that's coming on the planet, because the planet is moving into a higher frequency, and we just have the work to do personally to keep up with the earth as she transitions. So it's up to each of us to do our work, our shadow work, to increase our vibration. It's frequency. It's a frequency thing, a vibration thing. And so that's all I can say from my point of view. And what about you, Andrew?
Well, yeah, this is something I've been working on for a long, long time. And I have some thoughts on the subject, and it's a difficult subject because peace is not just the absence of war. We all know that. It's a completely different state of being. It's a state of contentment. It's a state of confidence that we don't need to fear others, that we don't need to attack others, to arm, to prepare ourselves against others. It's that othering factor. And here we are on a mission of unity, of oneness. Our call is to unify. And how do we do that? And at dinner tonight, I was having a conversation. We're here in Maine, by the way, and we got hit by a pretty big hurricane today. So I'll be posting some photographs of some very big waves. We're on the ocean in Maine. And at dinner, we were talking about how do you get beyond preaching to the choir? So here we are, this gorgeous choir. We've got Kristin is an amazing choir, a one-girl choir, a one-woman choir. What extraordinary. And together we're this beautiful, beautiful gathering of people. And there's hundreds of us. I don't know how many there are. There are maybe thousands of us, tens of thousands of us globally. But we're still just this little tiny nugget, that's a little tiny seed. How do we nurture that seed? How do we get that seed to grow? How do we get to just inveigle itself into the hearts of humanity so that we can just remember that we don't have to behave the way we've been behaving. War is the biggest business in the world, and we need to get over it. And that's going to take this wonderful word that I've been using actually for 20 or more years, the phrase radical collaboration, that's really come into its own now. How extraordinarily radical is the collaboration that it's going to take for us humans to say, okay, no more war. Just imagine if we took the amount of energy and money and resources that we put into war every year and put it into humanity, put it into the planet, put it into solving the climate crisis, put it into health, put it into the places it belongs, because it's been co-opted by these forces. How? So I know what we have to do. I do not know how we do it. How do we do it? That's the question we are asking in our film. One of the things I'm asking as we make this beautiful film is, we're a mess, we humans. We have self-created a whole bunch of crises that have us, I would say we're an endangered species. Connie would disagree. She has such trust and such faith that it's not an issue for her. And I'm going from a slightly different angle. I 100% agree with her. I understand. At the same time, we have a situation. And how do we bring about a change on the scale that needs to be brought about? And this is the question we're asking as we travel making the film. What is your vision of that? I would just like to, rather than pretend I know the answer, I'd like to pretend I know the question, and that's the question.
And the name of the film is In Search of the Future 2, because we have a film before that was called In Search of the Future, What Do the Wise Ones Know? That you can see on In Search of the Future movie.com, a very important film on the origin and future of humanity with visionary elders, scientists, and futurists. And this is In Search of the Future 2. The only way out is up to a higher consciousness. So it's, as I say, it's a frequency thing. And getting into this higher frequency, there's more abundance than we can fathom. We know we're one, we get it. It becomes obvious, the veil thins, we know we're one. So there's no one to fight with. There's nothing to fight over because everybody has more abundance than we can fathom, because it's a whole different ballgame in the different frequencies, in the different vibrations. And we bring this through our book, The Trust Frequency, 10 Assumptions for a New Paradigm. But in this place, peace on earth is a given. It's because there's no one to fight with and nothing to fight over. So that's my vision and my understanding.
Yeah, trust no matter what it looks like. Trust the process, trust the timing, trust everything. And for all those people who are suffering out there due to the ignorance of humanity, it's a wake-up time. And how I still ask that question, how do we get people to trust that they don't have to defend, that we don't need all these armies and weapons of destruction and on and on? It's a very, very big question. And we could, in a nanosecond, wake up and change our minds on that subject. We created it. Can we uncreate and recreate it?
And as Kristin said, there's only love. And that we just don't understand the nature of that love, which is unconditional. And it gives us everything we ask for. What are our requests? Our consciousness. And we've identified 7 aspects of our consciousness that determine our frequency and our reality. And I'll say them in one sentence. Okay, they all begin with the letter A. There's 7 of them. And Jude Curvan has actually suggested we add an 8th, but I'll mention that later.
Which would be attunement. And here we are beautifully attuned at this stage of this evening's presentation, our time together. How much attunement have we had? And I know I've thrown something a little intense in there, but if we can take that attunement and trust that there is a solution, some kind of awakening. So Connie,
here are the 7
A's.
Okay, with expanded awareness and accurate assumptions, we choose our attitude, consciously direct our attention, align with our highest inner promptings, take committed action, which is the kicker, by the way, and allow the loving universe to manifest beyond our wildest dreams.
Beautiful. I'm so glad we've manifested you in our awakening world. And I put a lot of links into the chat box where people can learn all about you. But I'm going to bring Tatiana up for a moment, because one of the links that we put in is to the trailer for your movie, In Search of the Future. And the trailer starts and ends with a Tatiana song. Yeah. And, we are one big global peace family. You've worked with Kristin, you've worked with Tatiana, we've worked with you. And it's just beautiful how we all meet each other, and we're still meeting each other. And for those of you that might be new coming in, hey, come and play with us. There's so many ways we can all play together. Maybe it's hosting a concert for Kristin or Tatiana, or contributing to Andrew and Connie's movie. there's many, many ways. We are family coming together to support each other. And I'm going to bring our den mother, Becky, up, even though she's got, I got her just in after she took a bite of food there. Didn't
I
mean
knew
to do
that was
that,
going to
Becky.
happen. My vegan cheese stuffed pretzels. Oh, it's astonishing.
What a beautiful family we all have. And I guess we're going to go right into the next big man. I'm going to bring Maureen up again, too. We saw her briefly, but Maureen is part of our Pacific Northwest family where Tatiana is. And I know Andrew and Connie collaborate a lot with you, and you all taught together at the Global Peace Tribe Retreat in Los Angeles. Connie, Andrew, and Maureen did a beautiful event together. So it is wonderful to see how we all come together and our family. And Becky, it's time for us to introduce another beautiful member of the family. If he will turn, there he is. It's Gary Malkin time. Hello, Gary.
There he is, Gary. Gary, so beautiful to see you. Gary has been at the heart of so much of the beauty of our convergences over the last couple of years. He created with Sarah McCrum this incredible series of things that he calls transformances that many of our room stewards and presenters, and John and I as well, have woven into different aspects of our convergence in our Zoom rooms. And they're so beautiful, Gary. You are just such a gift to beauty. You're such a gift to my heart, to my world, and to each of us here. And so if anybody doesn't know Gary, you're in for a treat. Whatever Gary's about to do, give, say. Blessings, Gary. Thank you for being here.
Oh, God. What a wonderful thing to be introduced by Becky. Oh, my God. Thank you, honey. That touches me so much. Hi, Scott. Hi, beloved friend.
Hey, I just want to say for a second, I had the great honor of Gary came up to Ashland, where he spent a week with us. And he did beautiful music, but he also did this beautiful workshop all about how to work with grief and how to turn grief into joy. And it was beautiful. We roomed together for a week, so he was a little roommate. Gary, we are all here in Ashland wanting you to come back.
Can't wait.
And spend some quality time with us. But I know you've got something really special planned for tonight. You just flew into Vancouver, into British Columbia. So tell us a little bit about Tatiana is waving her arms up and down there. Have you guys connected yet?
No. We did, but we are going to meet soon because we've invited Tatiana to be part of the Thursday night peace concert that's going to be on. They're building the stage at Hubcast right this minute, or at least all day they were. And we've got such an incredible lineup and team with some amazing artists from Vancouver. And then also I'm going to be creating some interstitial peaceful moments live tomorrow. I have also, there's so much going on this week that I'm not only serving as the artistic director, but a lot of people that I really work very closely with, I've introduced to the community that are going to be doing some really beautiful stuff. Miranda McPherson is finally, she's my spiritual teacher and beloved friend. And there's so much I will share about. She's going to be giving a course on the power of mantra. And I produced her Streams of Grace album that I'm going to be playing a small piece of today in my slot on tonight's show, which I really want you to get a taste of. And then the other thing is Anadea Judith I introduced to this week as well. And she has a whole book, an oracle book on archetypes called She Rises. And I just feel like a proud papa that I've brought in these amazing heavyweights. Anadea has written 14 books and she's considered the world expert on chakras and an amazing writer and a beautiful soul and a beloved friend. And so she's going to be giving a course on the archetype of the peacemaker, the woman as peacemaker. So look for her talk because everything Anadea does is extraordinary. And then also, drum roll, please. I am so excited about this. So I'm starting with my promos before I do my offering, if I could. I am doing a pilot on a new format called Islands of Inner Peace. And I'm hoping to make it a series that we'll be doing at Hubcast Media. So this will be the pilot to talk about Sarah McCrum is going to be my first guest, but I hope to invite Lynn Twist and Michael Beckwith and all the people that I've set to music and images that is featured on the Gaia TV platform, which is Islands of Inner Peace, my streaming television show that I created, that is all based on the power of immersive, transmissive media to drop us into and expand us into the highest levels of frequency that we can. And so that's very exciting. On Peace Day itself, I think it's at 3 p.m. EST, or no, PST. So we're going to be talking about that. So there's almost so much going on. You can tell I'm just brimming with excitement about this. So yeah,
you kind of jumped ahead, so I didn't have it together to show you stuff, but now I've got it.
We'll do it. Well, it's okay. We'll talk about it at the end because I'm so excited about this. Is a Peace Week like none other for me, because I love, see, my major instrument is being in the studio and creating productions. That's my greatest gift, right? So I don't have a keyboard at the moment, and I love performing, but what I want to do is share with you the results of some of the gifts that have been created in the studio. And I want to drop in the mood now for a minute. And because I've been kind of running a little hyper, part of the reason I've been hyper, I just got so much from Andrew and Connie. You guys have been more sensitive to the resonance between us than I have been. You know how that is sometimes. And I felt you come at me with this energy of such seeing and knowing. And I just, it was sort of vague for me because I was just not present. And today I got it. And I'm goosebumps all over my body right now. The trust frequency is initiating me right now. I'm about to step off the cliff into offering a tour around the world that I'm shaping called the Resonance Revolution Tour. And it's all based on stepping into the trust frequency for me so I can get out of the way and deliver what I came here to deliver, because it's all hands and hearts and on deck, right? So I just wanted to say a part of the reason I've been so hyper is I got it. What you guys are doing, who you are, the magnificence of both of you. And it took me a while, but forgive me, I finally was present enough to get it. So thank you for that. It happens when it happens, but I just celebrate you and what you are doing because it's so relevant to my journey right now. So I look forward to talking with you more about the nuances and the distinctions you've created. Thank you very much. So let's just all take a breath for a minute, because what I want to share is possibly the longest meditation I've ever shared on a Peace Week, or for that matter, I don't think I've ever shared a track this long, based on the false belief that we all can't hold our attention in an online space, which is erroneous, and certainly with this crowd. And then what I learned from the 7 Days of Peace that I did with Teresa Collins is that when we all combine our energies as if we're surrounding a fire in the middle of nature, and there's crickets going, and you hear the wind, and you feel the loons in the background, and we're all around the fire, something happens. And I just want, as we listen to this track together, I want us to all shapeshift into a natural environment with a fire. And the piece of music and spoken word you're about to hear is the fire. It is the fire. So let's surround our hands, vibrationally with each other in a circle. And I'd like to play a track that was recorded. It's my favorite thing to do is to set wisdom keepers to music. And James O.D., the gorgeous being, he used to be president of the Institute of Noetic Sciences, he walked in the studio and he spoke this. And literally, I remember when he recorded it, he wrote it the night before he came into my studio, intending to record it. He had never written it before, it just came out of him. And then I said, James, this has to be set to music. So Noetic Sciences came up with a grant, and because it costs money to set these things to music. And I set this to music. And I think, and Scott, you heard this at the workshop, I think this piece has reached its time.
It's beautiful.
where it
I'm
must be
so glad.
heard. It must be heard, right? And I think it was ahead of its time. So let's all wrap our hands around this fire that you're about to hear, if we would. And well, I'll see you on the other side, okay? It's 9 minutes. I hope I'll have time to play a little of the Miranda track after that. But if not, I trust that whatever happens, I trust that what all happens is supposed to be what is happening. So here we go. Let's just take a breath together. Let's expand our capacity to listen, not only with our ears and our mind, but with our body and our hearts and our souls. Let's multidimensionally listen in a way that we've never listened before. Here we go.
You were born for such a time as this. I ask you to look at your world. In fact, I beseech you not to live in denial. Be courageous and face this moment in time consciously and with all the discernment and clarity within your power. With intellect, with heart, with spiritual intelligence, decipher the hour, the moment in evolutionary time that calls you to be a witness. Indeed, you are called, whether you are young or old. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here now in this defining epoch of Earth's story and of the human story itself. You were born for such a time as this. I know that you must feel challenged, because we are all challenged. The air we breathe is challenged. The oceans are challenged. The great forests, the birds, the fish, the frogs, the butterflies, and thousands of species of Earth's great masterpiece of life are challenged in every way. Heroic efforts are being made everywhere to raise the alarm and bear witness to ecological destruction, disease, poverty, genocide, violent conflict, and hostile aggression. The scale of humanity's challenges can seem overwhelming. As I ask you not to live in denial, I also ask you not to become disillusioned, to throw your hands up in despair, or to become numbed. For we know that this is the time for an awakened consciousness, for alertness, for a heightened focus and clarity about the nature of our challenges. An awakened consciousness is fundamentally different than one which is distracted, anxiety-ridden, or preoccupied with blame. An awakened consciousness is radically open to transformation at all levels, from you, the individual, to the collective. You were born for such a time as this. if you have the courage to face the threat and peril Earth and all life now faces, then I believe you must also have the courage to face that in the midst of dissolution, of systemic breakdown, and the collapse of unsustainable behaviors and worldviews, there is something stirring that offers hope, that offers the possibility of personal, social, and even global transformation. This stirring within consciousness itself heralds a clear understanding that once we see the damage being done to the whole, we can no longer aggressively pursue the limited self-interest of the parts. When the parts are at war with each other, then the whole suffers. This is true in the health of an individual, as it is in a family, as it is so for a society, and as we now see for the earth in its entirety. More than anything, transformation requires courage. The courage to face the truth that your own being has great depth. Yes, that within you consciousness can flow from separate little islands of thought and conditioned response to a seemingly oceanic sense of receptivity, connectivity, and coherence. You live at a time when mystical and metaphysical sciences, based on thousands of years of experiential work, are in dialogue with contemporary secular scientific modalities. If you were looking for confirmation of depth, interconnectedness, expanded human capacities, the evidence is there. If you were looking for the evidence of the transformative power of love and forgiveness, gratefulness and altruism, the evidence is there. If you were looking at the role consciousness plays in physical, emotional, psychological, and social healing, the evidence is there. You were born for such a time as this. In honoring uniqueness and diversity in the context of interdependence, we have begun to glimpse as never before a world that works for all. It takes courage to speak on behalf of the whole, to be a voice for the earth and for its diverse species, for all human life, for a consciousness that knows that peace is our inheritance and that our responsibility is to reveal our interdependence. It takes courage to dialogue and illuminate new possibilities for humankind. It takes courage to reach towards a vision that transforms enemies into allies and disillusionment into hope. But you were born for such a time as this.
I'd like to just let there be silence for a few moments and let that courage and that presence find root in your heart right now, even stronger than it was. Hear the crackling of the fire that we all created together in our listening. Scott, thank you so much for letting me share a track that was created 15 years ago, but finally feels like it's having its way with us now. Thank you for
It's timeless wisdom, and now is the time for exactly that message. And you have such a brilliant sensitivity, Gary. That's what makes you an amazing composer and artist, is your attunement. That word that they gave us, Connie and Andrew, that attunement that you have to the collective. And I'm very grateful for you.
Oh God, yeah. So I'm in a timeless time beyond time and space. I have a 5-minute track of Miranda's, but I don't have the time to share it. I shortened it just for this purpose. But are we almost at my time, Scott?
Let me check on the agenda for a second, see how we're doing.
Because it's more joyful.
You know what? Go for it. Go for it.
All right. Well, thank you. Because we spent. Thank you, Scott. So we spent, and this one really is going to be fun to do random spotlighting. We spent during COVID. My beautiful friend and spiritual teacher. We did an album, and we focused on this transmissive power of kirtan. And that's what her course is going to be about, what her talk is about. But we really wanted it to be like a crossover of great artistry, great musicianship, and focusing on the transmission. So it's harder because it's a 9-minute track. We lowered it to just a little bit, 5.5 minutes. So I shortened it, but you'll get a taste of it, and maybe it'll inspire you to get the album and download it. It'll be on Spotify free at the end of the month. Look, Streams of Grace. So here we go. Let's take that beautiful rigor of resolve for us being soldiers of peace on this planet, and let's put it into the joy and the gratefulness that this track means. Let my heart reflect thy light, Lord, like the moon reflects the light of the sun, in love, always in love. And then the Sufi Hu Allah, which is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful celebration, like hallelujah. Here we go. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. Definitely let's move and dance and celebrate. Here we go.
Let my heart reflect thy light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun, in love, always in love. Let my heart reflect thy light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun, in love, always in love. Let my heart reflect thy light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun, in love, always in love. Ooh, Allah, Allah, ooh, Allah, Allah, ooh, Allah, Allah, Let my heart reflect thy light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun in love, always in love. Ooh, I love, ooh, I love, ooh, I love, ooh. Ooh, I love, ooh, I love, ooh, I love, ooh, ooh, I love, ooh, I love, ooh, I love,
Streams of grace, music and mantra medicine for yoga and inner peace. I'll put the link in the chat, or maybe you will, I don't know. And it's a beautiful thing. We're so proud of it. It's got Buddhist, Hindu, Sufi, English, American. It's beautiful. So proud of it. And I can't wait for you guys to celebrate it. Thanks for the little extra time, Scott. I love you. This is the best Peace Week ever. We're so excited about what's happening this next week, and can't wait to see you all throughout the next 7 days. Blessings. Can't hear you, Scott.
A couple things to let people know about Gary. You can find all things Gary Malkin on his main website, which is wisdomoftheworld.com. Join his community right now. And he's got so many wonderful things that he offers. And look at all the extraordinary people he's worked with. All of our favorites, from Deepak Chopra to Marianne Williamson, Michael Beckwith, and on and on and on. You are a treasure. You have been collecting the wisdom of the world for sure. And his Peace Week program is going to be, here it is, a live event, Islands of Inner Peace. And that'll be at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific on Thursday, the 21st. And I definitely look forward to coming in and seeing that. So, Gary, thank you so much.
Have a beautiful rest of the show. And Scott, this is such a magical community. Thank you for the incredible commitment you've made to bringing us all together like this for all these years. I love you, man. Thank you.
I love you too, brother. Love you too.
Okay.
Ah, wow. I want to take a moment and just bring it over to Becky. Becky, what do you think?
And that's the short version. I'm like, oh, please don't let us wait, Gary. We need it now. Incredible. incredible, brother. Thank you. Oh my goodness. That was just stunning.
And
Wow.
what is that?
I think I hear, is it Santa Claus?
Yeah, I hear some bells ringing.
I hear the bells. I think yes, there is Rudolph with his red nose, our big beloved Santa Claus. I hear him. I'm looking for him.
He made it through customs. He came through customs. He's
Oh my gosh.
But he's got to turn his camera on. We need
Wait,
Santa
he's in
Ben.
Hubcast. He's in Hubcast.
He's in Hubcast.
Can you see the Hubcast title? He's
I'm
on
looking for a face. There he is. All right. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh wow.
Mr.
Wow,
Van
wow,
Waller.
wow. Wow. Hello, Global Peace Tribe. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's so beautiful to be here and see you all. Ever since John Raymer and Peter Young picked me up from the airport about 45 minutes ago, and I've been listening in and listening to the amazing music of Tatiana and the meditations of Gary and the beautiful things we've been experiencing, Connie and Andrew. Wonderful. How exciting, Scott and everybody, to be here coming to you from Upcast Studios just outside Vancouver and on this day one of Peace Week, and to be gathering in such a beautiful way with the Global Peace Tribe. It's such a joy and such a privilege, and so exciting to think about how far we've come and all the amazing work that everybody's been doing for so long. Everybody doing their piece, doing their bit, following their calling, that's brought us to this moment of just anticipation of what's going to come these next 7 days. The music, the ceremonies, the meditations, the platforms, the programs, the launches, the premieres, the panels. It's almost overwhelming in the most beautiful way you can imagine. So Becky, it's so beautiful. Oh, you know, the co-creations that have come into this. Hey, Delan, I've never met Delan. So hey, Delan, it's so good to meet you. How did the Global Peace Tribe?
Hi, Delan.
Hey, Michael. Hey, Michael. How you going, man?
This
Good
is
to
so
see you.
awesome. Oh,
It's a big family. It's a big family. Hey, you know what?
Michael Krause.
Well, he's hugging his friends. I'm going to bring up Kristin again because one of the great things that's going to be going on
Famous are just next door. Sorry, Scott.
catalyzing
Sorry.
evolution. And Kristin, I'd love for you to take a moment and share with our audience about a very special event that you and I are going to be a part of.
Yes. Oh, great. And hey, Brother Ben, so great to be with you. And so many of the artists who will be sharing on Wednesday, September 20th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time have been guests on The Awakening World. I know Reverend Retta, Kara Stonehouse, Dr. Ivy, I think Kit Thomas, Keishi Summerjoy, Paulette Pipe, and both of us. Almost everyone has been a guest on The
Actually,
Awakening
every
World.
single one of those people has been
Even
on
Charles,
the show.
yeah.
And
So
Charles.
it's going to be basically a Peace Week meets Awakening World Love Fest. And we're going to go into a deep artistic sharing for an hour. And it promises to be really beautiful and healing. So come join us, 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday the 20th.
Beautiful. Thank you. So looking forward to that, Kristin. And thanks again for getting us off to the most amazing start. And what a great show this has been so far, right?
It's been amazing. And that piece that Gary just shared just, woo, took me so deep. Wow.
There's Gary appreciating you. And I think I'm going to bring back Ben. And oh my God, there's Ben, John, and Summer.
Ben, I can't wait to hug you. Oh my God, I'm right across the way from you right now.
Oh,
We need you to unmute.
I can't believe you guys are all there in person. We are all with you in spirit.
Hi.
We hear you.
we hear you. And when we see you together, it's like parts of ourselves are being united. Like I feel like literally, like molecularly, like we're like there too. It's so incredible.
Oh, hi, Gary. We haven't even seen you yet. He's like across a parking lot. Hi, Gary.
I'm so excited to hug you. I can't wait. Okay, everybody's going to get really
Beautiful. Oh my gosh. We are one. We are one. There's no limit. There's no boundaries here. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, everyone. Thank you, Scott. Thank you for being such a great partner and strengthening the whole. It's beautiful. And Ben's here. He's so excited to be here too. I was ready from the VA wanting to go to sleep. He says, no, you're kidding me. I am so excited to be here. We're so grateful to you, Ben. It's such a beautiful thing. And you, Peter and Mark.
Yeah,
up
get
there.
in here. Get in here.
The Hubcast crew.
It's happening.
It's so exciting. It's so exciting. And we're looking forward, Tatiana, to having you in the studio soon, and lots of other beloveds who live locally up here. It really is the connection between the local all over the world and the global celebration for this International Day of Peace and for this Peace Week. And blessings, 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 and gratitude. And Rosh Hashanah. What's the blessing? What do we say, John?
The Shana Tova. Everyone have a sweet year. This is our year.
The days of awe.
Days of awe are upon us. Prepare to be surprised.
Oh, hey, I'm just grateful to be here. It's great to meet everybody in person. So much fun, and looking forward to a great week with all of you and all the great events coming up. So really excited.
You know, we should be able to drag and drop anyone from any window into this window.
They're working on it.
Can one of you explain to our audience who Hubcast is and what Hubcast
Yeah, I've got the man for that. I'll put you on to him. Here he is. But before I do, I'll tell you, it's even more amazing in person, Scott, than it looks like through the camera and the video. Just amazing what Peter and Delan has built.
It's funny because this is our smallest studio. We're all put in a podcast room. So actually, we will take you guys through the whole facility, show you our big studios, but Hubcast is a media facility out in Vancouver, and we are so honored to have everybody here coming joining us. There's a lot of fun come out. We've got evening concerts that we're announcing that we want everybody to come join us. This is an outdoor concert in an outdoor venue here, weather permitting. It looks pretty good this week, but we're really, really excited and honored to have the family here, and it feels like a homecoming. I wish more. I was saying to Christian last night, come on, it's just New York. It's not that far.
You can back up so some light could be on your face.
Yeah.
But come with us. Come.
I love you guys so much. I'm gonna jump through the screen. Let's just practice this.
Same with Reverend Becky.
Land right on that
I know. Like I want to just fall in like into the television, like in Poltergeist, like okay.
Scott said a wormhole opened, so we should try to use it.
Oh yes.
Well,
So
this
much
is just the start. As I said, is that we're coming together to co-create, to create this piece that we all are yearning for. This couldn't be a better group of people to get together, and we're so honored to be hosting this. Lots of exciting stuff coming in. You guys haven't seen half of it. You haven't seen the quarter of it. So stay tuned. It's gonna be an amazing week for everybody. And thank you so much for joining us as we go through this week's journey.
Well, it is beautiful to see all the love and all the positive energy.
We're back to the show. Thank you, Scott. These 99 days of peace through unity are still going. So thank you. Thank you to the Awakening World. Thank you, Scott. Thank you to the Global Peace Tribe. Thank you, Becky. Thank you, Kristin. We love you guys so much. But see you soon.
Love you.
Aw.
Hey, you know, for everybody who's watching, because the majority of people who are watching this show is because of John and Summer Raymer, who you just saw, and they put us out over the Sign Network. And usually much earlier in the show, I address those people, and I want to do that right now. So if you're new to all of this and you're wondering, why are all these people loving each other so much? Well, because we're all part of the Global Peace Tribe, and we're all dedicated to an awakening world. And I'm grateful that you're all watching us on Facebook or on the Conscious Awakening Network. But I want to invite you to come and join the Global Peace Tribe. And it's really easy to do that. Just go to globalpeacetribe.com. You can learn all about us, who we are, get a free copy of Deborah Juicy's wonderful book about activating your soul tribe. And then once you're on the website, click register for the new season. And that'll take you to our registration page. We do 2 or 3 live online shows like this every week, every Wednesday night, every Saturday night, and then usually a special live stream coming from Ashland, Oregon at our spiritual center there. And we have amazing hosts like Kristin Hoffmann and Becky Suzik, two of my favorite co-hosts, and many other wonderful co-hosts. We also provide a free meditation every night at 6:30 p.m. This is the show we did on Wednesday night, How to Energy Balance Your Home or Office. Our shows are informational and inspirational. And of course, this is the show you're looking at right now. So register and join us, and you will get the Zoom room links to all of our shows from now until the end of the year. Plus, you'll get a replay every Monday. We send out an email with the recordings. We've done 500 of these shows, and they're all quite wonderful. So come and join the Global Peace Tribe, and soon you'll be getting cyber hugs. And as we do more and more live events, you're going to be getting some pretty incredible in-person hugs. And one more time, Becky, why don't you show people a little bit?
Can I just say, I have to say though, Scott, I want to ask you a question, because so many of us have put forth missions during the 99 days. And I know there's a mission that is dear to your heart that I've been championing, telling people. And I want you to talk to people about what your mission is for this incredible program that you offer with such heart, so that everyone can know, and everybody here feel that you are called to share and spark this mission for our brother Scott, because you are just such a heart, and more people that discover this program, this offering, this heart offering, will be more blessed. So we all need to help amplify you the way you amplify other people. So tell us your mission, Scott.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you. Let me kind of tune into that. I wasn't quite ready, so
I'm sorry. I'm co-hosting. Oops.
You're doing a fantastic job. Thank you. So yeah, this has truly become a labor of love. We've been doing this since the start of the pandemic, and we do need for people to register and to join us. And so by going to globalpeacetribe.com and registering, and I'll put the link to the chat box as soon as I'm done chattering, join us. And it's very inexpensive. You can register from now until the end of the year for $20. We do encourage people to come in at a higher level. If you do come in at 75 or higher, you can give a gift subscription to not one, but two of your friends. And that's a great way to grow this, So come on in, register, and then think who are a couple of people you know who would like to be inspired. Look, there's a lot of hard stuff going on in the world. You know what happens every weekend? We inspire each other, and we learn about the people that are making a difference. We could call this the Good News Network if we wanted to, because we always have beautiful music. I mean, how about the music tonight, right? Kristin and Gary and Tatiana, and in a moment, Omashar. We always have beautiful music. We always have inspiring speakers. We talk about some of the hard stuff going on, but we always focus on the solutions, and we focus on how we truly are an awakening world. And we are. It's hard. We're going through a birth. Humankind reached a level where we were creating an unsustainable humanity, an unsustainable world. So we're waking up when we're going through the birth pain, and labor pains are challenging. But that's what we're in. We're in labor now, and we need to, when a woman's in labor, she needs a lot of support. All of us are personally in labor as humanity is in labor. And so we're all supporting each other. And that's what the Global Peace Tribe is all about. It's what Peace Week is about. It's what Kristin and Becky and all the people you're seeing is about. And yeah, joining really helps so that we can promote and market, provide support to people. So thank you, Becky and Kristin, for the plug. And yeah, I sure would love for people to support us. It really does make a big, big difference. And gosh, thank you.
We love you, Scott. You're doing such great work, and you're really keeping this whole family together in these spaces. It's really quite something.
And it's a joy because, I was born and raised in LA, and I was in the entertainment industry at an early age, and it was very competitive.
Yeah.
And what I love about what's happening now is whoever we're all supporting each other. There is no competitive stuff at all. It's all, how can we support Kristin? How can we support Omashar? How can we support Andrew and Connie and Jeffrey and, whoever's happening? And it's beautiful to see how everybody is coming together. And I love the analogy of the Greg Braden kind of championed it first, that, the caterpillar eats so much and it's not sustainable, and it becomes so bloated that it dies. And as it dies and it turns into this goo, the imaginal cells find each other and they coalesce and become a beautiful butterfly. And every single person you're seeing here, and I'm going to go to gallery view for a moment, every single person, whether it's a presenter or a participant, we are all imaginal cells coming together, finding each other. And together we are creating an awakening world. Together we are creating this beautiful new world, this beautiful new planet that is sustainable and that is filled with peace. So these are some of the imaginal cells of the Global Peace Tribe. And I go to another page, people have their cameras off. And what an honor it is for us to work and play and grow and support each other.
This is the currency of community, right? And we can use money currency as an expression of love, which is the new story for the earth. And the way we can relate with money is using it and giving it and receiving it as an expression of love. So thank you, Scott, for all you do for us.
Pleasure. And really the other half of the awakening world now is Omashar. He is always there, always providing music, always saving my tail, reminding me, Scott, remember to do this, and Scott, remember to do that. He channels his inner Kristin Hoffmann, I think, when good moments. And anyway, it's my pleasure to turn it over to Omashar for a wonderful Omashar musical number.
Breathing free again. I love the air we breathe as we fly again. I love the sacred sky. Now we are whole again. I love the way we've changed, with open hearts again. I love the love we are. We are rising, there's no disguising the truth of who we are. Again, now we are the stars of a walk again. We know the sacred earth, and as we see again, to ourselves we give birth. And as we feel again, our boundaries dissolve, and free to love again, right from the heart of one. rising, there's no disguising the truth of who we are. With our hearts connected again, now we are the stars. And now that we are home, and all is said and done, light can find its way through all the true ones, and broken hearts resolve into the song of life. And the song of life will now be heard by all. We are rising, there's no disguising the truth of who we are. With our hearts connected again, now we are the stars. Now we are the stars.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Omashar.
My pleasure, brother.
And Omashar is going to be back with one more song in a little bit. Becky, I would love to turn it over to you for anybody who came in late, if you could repeat how people can become part of Peace Week.
Yes, so we are so excited to be reaching more and more people, this beautiful love lift here. And we have a website that I'm going to show you where you can register. And so we want you to come into all of our Zoom rooms over the next 8 days, and you can access them through peaceweek.org. When you come out to peaceweek.org, if you haven't registered, you'll get a little window that actually you scroll down here, you click right here, register to attend. That's going to give you some email linky love to join us in the convergence rooms. And you can come out to the website here and click on the word schedule. And you can look at all events or you can look at all rooms. Right now, I'm going to show you what all rooms look like. We have 17 convergence rooms. That's 17 different Zoom rooms with different themes associated with each room. There's a place called The Hub, which some of you may know. It's where John Raymer and myself and many others have been doing education, training, and support sessions. It's open for as many hours as we have persons to help us in The Hub. So if you have questions about the convergence, or you want to volunteer, or you want to get more involved, or you have a very specific question as a presenter, come to The Hub and we'll help you in there. So you can click on that. We'll come down here to the May Peace Prevail on Earth room. I'll give you an example here. This is one room. There's still a couple events that are not listed yet here on here, but each room has a room description, so you can learn about who's putting forth the programming in that particular room. And tomorrow we have daily Call to Peace program that they're offering in the May Peace Prevail on Earth room. And then you can scroll through. What you're seeing right now is at Eastern Daylight Time, but when you look at the schedule, it will appear in your time zone. There's a description for all of the programs. I know tomorrow night we're showing a film about Kasturba Gandhi, the wife of Gandhi, and that's going to be in the May Peace Prevail on Earth room. But there's so many amazing events, and you can write down using your old-fashioned calendar. You can also save the events to create a calendar for yourself. And so we encourage you to have a look at all of the incredible things that are coming through. On Tuesday, our Hubcast team with Unity Earth Television is going to be putting forth a global broadcast starting on Tuesday, and you'll be able to click that link and go out to unity.earth to see the television schedule, and the recordings and everything will, well, actually it starts on Monday, but the full broadcast begins on Tuesday. We'll be live from Chicago doing the live event for Peace Days. So go check out peaceweek.org, register for Linky Love, join us in the Zoom rooms between now and next Saturday, and we can't wait to see you in the rooms to have these experiences together and learn and grow together. These imaginal cells that we are.
And what beautiful imaginal cells. And Becky, we get to bring back one of my favorite imaginal cells. And that, of course, is the beautiful, wonderful Tatiana.
Beautiful.
And Tatiana, it's been so wonderful watching you dancing to the music and chatting. And one of the things that I so appreciate is your artistry, not just musically, but in creating videos. We've shown many of the videos that you've created, and they're really quite beautiful. And sometimes it's, you know, you playing in the background and then images telling the story. You know, I remember your beautiful story about the soldiers who have to go, you know, and that one. Whew. Anyway, you have a brand new song video. Please tell us about it, because it's making its Global Peace Tribe premiere right now. And you're muted, by the way.
There we go. Yeah, this is called I Am Space. And it's really a meditative journey to really feel the spacious awareness that we all are, that's living in everything. And it was inspired by work I've been doing called Spatial Dynamics, which I was certified in this summer. And this song and video is pretty exciting because, well, the video you're going to see, all the locations are my land here, my home. And a lot of them look a lot different now. So this video now feels quite more like a tribute in some ways because of the fires. So I watch this video now with a little bit of a pang in my heart, but it shows the beauty of this place, and I know this land will heal. So that's one thing I want to share about it. The other is that myself and my partner, he did all the production for the music and he did all the videography. And we're starting a media company where we want to create beautiful, inspiring content that helps people express their authentic gifts in the world. And so this is our first kind of example of what we're going to be creating, and what we want to offer to incredible people like you that we can come and create. We want to do music videos, but also legacy films, people who are artists, business owners who are doing and bringing beautiful work into the world. So this is the beginning of our Ignite Media production.
Tatiana, this is great news. And what's your partner's name?
His name's Mark. Yeah, and he's Mark Benson. Yeah, and he's.
Thank you, Mark Benson, for partnering with Tatiana and helping to exemplify and expand her beautiful creations.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's take a look at the video.
I make spirals in the sun, heaven and earth becoming one. I am the crest of a rising wave, a paradox of night and day, spiraling into motion. I am the depth of the ocean. I am the light of the sun. I unify, make one. I am space, unending. space, feeling. My body is a temple of light. Spirit and form take flight. Like a breeze blowing, like the hills rolling, like a tree standing, like the plains expanding. I am space unending. I am space extending. I am space breathing. I am space feeling. I remember my true name. I remember why I came to dance as a space of love. I remember my true name. I remember why I came to dance as a space of love.
Wow. Absolutely beautiful. Who's the dog?
That's my dog, Solstice.
I'm a big dog lover. Mine's right down here.
Aw.
Now, Tatiana, one of the things you shared on our show before is that a few years ago, you went through a very challenging health crisis and were very kind of isolated and in a cocoon.
Yeah.
And then you came out, the butterfly came out. And one of the things that I understand is you are now helping others, especially women, to find their creative expression, to find their expressive arts. So tell us a little bit about that part of your offerings to our world.
Coming straight from the depths of my soul and my heart and everything I've lived the last, honestly, it's been like a 15-year journey, really, but very intense the last 7. But I have found healing and really found my path through bringing together somatic, body-centered somatic and embodiment techniques, which I've now been certified in through the Somatic Women's Institute. And I'm weaving that together with my artistry and my storytelling and poetry and creating spaces for women. Well, there's a few different offerings, actually. I have an Oasis Women's Circle that meets weekly, and any woman on this call is so welcome to come. It's by donation, and it's a space where we meet, we rest together, we do some really therapeutic, beautiful, nourishing practices that just bathe us in beautiful feminine energy and profoundly healing. And I actually write a song. The song I played earlier, I've been writing a song each week for the circle. So each week I tune into what is the essence of what wants to be shared and expressed. And I've been creating music each week as well for that circle. So please reach out to me if you're a woman who's interested in joining us. It's a really sweet space. And then in my private sessions, I'm also doing the somatic facilitation and counseling, but I'm also weaving in supporting women to find and reclaim their voices and their expression and their artistry as also a healing path, because so many women, we've been taught to suppress and make ourselves smaller than we are, to limit our expression. And it can be a very healing thing to start to move the voice and to speak and to start to express creatively as women. So those are some of the offerings that I just extend and offer into this space and wanted to share.
Beautiful. And again, you can learn all about this by going to embodiedsoul.com. embodiedawakening.ca, CA for Canada, embodiedawakening.ca, and learn all about what she's doing. And as she just described, there are her different offerings: somatic therapy, expressive arts, Oasis Women's Circle, and there's beautiful testimonials and beautiful Tatiana in her beautiful field. And people asked her up in British Columbia. That's where she's located. And you are really absolutely one of our favorites. To have both you and Kristin and Gary Malkin and Omashar all in the same show.
It's
Wow.
been so special. I feel like I've been blessed tonight. This has been one of the, I mean, every one of your shows, Scott, is incredible, but there's something going on tonight that's extra special. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Tatiana. We love you much. And stick around. We're gonna have we're almost to the time for the group healing experience. You know, every show now, we close our Saturday night shows with a KES, Christic Energy System healing experience. We'll talk a little bit more about that. That's coming up. But Becky, before you and I say goodbye, I get to introduce one of our wonderful Global Peace Tribe members, and this is Reverend Jeffrey Colebrook. He is one of the people that's always dancing to the music. I still need you to unmute Jeffrey. So
Watching him is infectious. Like, you were making me move even more. It was beautiful.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, Jeffrey's
I'm a dancer. It's in the genes, all I can tell you.
Jeffrey always reminds us that Loveolution is the solution. So first off, Jeffrey, what is Loveolution to you?
Well, first of all, it's not only it's spirituality and science coming together, because the old model said that we lived in a random universe, you know, and it's not. Loveolution is a direction that the universe is going in, and we're all going in. So, and it's based on higher order, higher coherence, however you want to look at it. And what it is a new concept that when you pass out that word, everybody sort of gets to feel it for themselves because it's fresh and new. And I just love sharing it and passing out cards with a word on it because it allows everybody to shift their energy and it makes folks feel good. So it's a positive direction that the universe is going in, and we just need to go with it, or the universe isn't going to just cast us aside because it's going there, and we need to follow with that where it's going.
Beautiful. Now, you're always reminding us also about the Resonance Science Foundation. You're tracking our good friend Nassim Harriman. So tell us about the video that you have suggested we watch tonight.
Yeah, well, this is this show is incredible. Like it's something is special. And of course, I've been here to many of them, but this has been something. And maybe we can put a little icing of hope on the cake with what's happening. And it's very interesting because, I started out just looking in the inquiring about how to look at how spirituality and science was coming together. I've been studying the scene for 12 years. One of the things that's happened is like there's a year ago on September 16th, Nassim Harriman in his unified model solved for alpha or the fine structure constant. Now, why is this a big deal for any of us? It's science. Alpha is a fine structure constant, 1/137, but it appears everywhere in equations. But why? Nobody had any idea. And, and what are some of the scientists in the past, the big savants, think about this? Well, Paul Dirac said it's the most fundamental unsolved problem in physics. Wolfgang Pauli said, when I die, my first question to the devil will be, what is the meaning of the alpha fine structure constant? And Richard Feynman pondered its mysteries his entire life, wrote all good theoretical physicists put this number up on their wall and worry about. It's a magic number that comes with no understanding. And it has this number, 1/137, must be the value for life to exist. yet it cannot be predicted directly from any theory until now. So that's what I think is really exciting, is that on September 16th anniversary, 1 year, and the SEAMS unified model solved for the alpha constant. But what's big is this is going to really impress the scientific community. They're going to blow their minds as this is revealed, because it's going to stamp the model of a unified model where we're all one and connected into it. Not only that, the theory also solves for, quote, E equals mc squared, where the energy and mass is not known by science. By revealing the origin of mass and gravity and what energy is, will be the biggest step for humanity to create a peaceful world. Solving for what energy is gives us an unlimited supply or 0-point energy. So that's a huge thing. When to get that, we won't have to worry about scarcity. And solving for the origin of mass and gravity gives us gravity control. This will allow us to move freely in space. So here today, I mean, the Global Peace Tribe Awakening World celebrating this Alpha Day, and the anniversary will become known the world over. Here we get to celebrate 1 year, as well as celebrating this wonderful Peace Week of 2023. And as you say, Lovolution is the solution. So let's share a short video from Nassim about the opportunity to be this amazing revelation from the International Space Federation.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hey everybody, so good to talk to you. I wanted to discuss a little bit the seminar that's coming in October and end of September. I wanted to give you a little bit more details what we're gonna do. So on the Friday night, what's gonna be the main topic of discussion is the history of modern era, of modern thoughts and philosophy about science and the development of science, like from the Egyptian to the Greeks and so on into the modern era. And you know, it's not gonna be technical, it's gonna be layman. We're gonna extract the pieces from the history of science that got left behind, that we actually need for this transformation that we are ongoing now, for this transcendence of physics that is going to be required for our civilization to emerge. And so this is really kind of critical part of the seminar, and it's all layman. And as well, like, some of these pieces are really important for us to recover just for our understanding, our own individual understanding of ourselves, the universe, how it interacts with us, how we interact with it, and the material world around us. So that first night is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so important. And then the next day we have all day to go through all of the pieces that we need to recover through modern physics as well. Einstein, Planck, Heisenberg, all the different pieces, and the development of these views of physics we have today, and what we have to alter from recovering these pieces in history to put back in to complete the model and unify it. And it's just transcendent. It really is going to change the way you see the universe, the way you see yourself, the way you think of yourself, the way you feel the material world around you, and how you interact with it. So it's really, really important, and it's all gonna be done in a way that makes it really easy to understand. So I really look forward to seeing you there. It's gonna be amazing. Come and spend the weekend with us, and let's invest in ourselves and transform ourselves, and as a result transform the world together. See you then.
Wow. Thank you, Scott. Oh, Scott's muted.
Unmute yourself, Scott.
We're almost done with, I do need to do that, don't I?
Thank you, Scott. That was wonderful. And I so appreciate you. And this show was amazing, amazing. And it's just a lot of hope for the world with what we're all doing here. So thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey, for being such a big part of the Global Peace Tribe. And again, for everybody, this is an example. You know, Jeffrey is a reverend. He has been preaching the good word to us. And he said, Scott, we got to do this. I said, sure. So we are here to be of service to all of you. I'm going to bring on my wonderful co-host, Becky. I recognize it's about 11:30 in the evening where you are. You have a church thing happening tomorrow, right?
It was either this Sunday or the Sunday after. Yes. So my little church is our 20th anniversary of our Peace Fellowship. And so I'm doing a service in the morning in the middle of Peace Week. So
Amazing. You are amazing. And you and I will be back together a week from tonight as we celebrate the completion of Peace Week. So,
well, I'm hoping to. I'm actually flying back. So there's an event that's happening on Saturday in Split Rock with Chief Dwayne Perry. And I'm going to be there in person in New York. So I'm based on Catawba, Nusiok land in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm flying up to New York just for 24 hours and I will be coming back. And so depending on when my little tooties touch the ground here in North Carolina, I will do what Ben did, probably travel in the car if I'm not driving, and hopefully join you all. But I won't be co-hosting the whole time. I imagine I'll be traveling, but you will be in my heart upon that plane as I'm flying over some of this.
Hopefully you can give us a report on how it went at that very special event.
Yes.
Any final thoughts you'd like to share, Becky? Anything you
Well,
want to
it's just I'm in awe. I'm in awe of us, of what we are co-creating together, and for all of the room stewards and the presenters for Peace Week, particularly, all of the things that they have done to learn to use this incredible scaffolding that we are co-creating to fly each other's works upon. It's really extraordinary because we're volunteering, we're all volunteering. And so many of us are saying, instead of what's mine to get out of this, is saying what's mine to give. And we're all helping and supporting each other. And so it's a beautiful, beloved community that we are all a part of here. And we're hoping to just not only give our own experiences, if we're presenting, but also that we get to experience other people's offerings and just, come in the Zoom rooms together and open our hearts, learn, do sacred listening. And so just like on this beautiful program. So we're really grateful to everybody who's doing this beautiful, gorgeous lifting together that is Peace Week. So we wrap up next Saturday will be the 99th day of Peace Through Unity. It's extraordinary. But thank you so much, Scott, for inviting me to be part of this beautiful program tonight. It's been such a privilege and a joy.
Absolutely. And since you mentioned next week, this is what we've got next week. David Gershon is going to be our keynote speaker. And he, of course, is who created Peace by 2030. So as Peace Week comes to a close and the 99 days close, we're really going to look ahead to what we want to, how we all can create peace locally and globally. And we've got more amazing music. Maria Stark, one of my dear friends, is going to be playing music with us, as well as Omashar. And we're actually going to be adding several more people to the event. So definitely join us next week, everybody. And thank you, Becky. Get some good rest. I love you so much. And
thank you. I love you. And thanks to Omashar. I love that house musician. You're amazing. You're so amazing. Your heart just shines in your music so much, Omashar. Thank you for the beauty.
Thank you, Becky. You totally rock, sweetheart. I love you so much. And there it is.
Well, and when Omashar shows up, usually there's beautiful music that's about to happen. And so before we go to our, go ahead.
Yes, this is the completion, and then we're getting into our KES healing. But I just wanted to mention that my daughter used to go to school with Nassim Harameyn's son, And so I'd meet up with him in parent-teacher meetings with a different theme. We're all being concerned about our young kiddies. So that was pretty cool.
Beautiful.
So here we are. This is a song called Rainbow Nation. And thank you so much, Scott. You rock, sweet brother. We are the heart of our world, the light of our world. We are the joy in our world, the love in our world. Gathered in this nation, raising frequency, raising vibration. Hearts are open, hands together, loving each other, sisters and brothers. What we are is light in form, and light in form will lift us all. So don't give up on walking tall. The time is now, so heed the call. Wake up to the light of this new day. Because we are the heart of our world, the light in our world. Colors, Rainbow Nation, higher frequency, higher vibration. Minds are open, love is flowing, lifting each other. Yes, we are growing, 'cause what we are is light in form. And light in form will lift us all. So don't give up on walking tall. The time is now, so heed the call. Wake up to the light of this new day. We are the heart of our world, the light in our world. Raising frequency, raising vibration. Hearts are open, hands together, loving each other, sisters and brothers. What we are is light in form, and light in form will lift us all. So don't give up on walking tall. The time is now, so heed the call. And wake up to the light of this new day. Okay, singing together, because we are the heart of our world, the light in our world. We
That is a fun one. That is a really perfect song to
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. It was brilliant watching our Hubcast setup with Ben and Gary and John and Summer and everybody, because I want to be there and be a part of that studio up there. That'd be lovely.
Absolutely. Well, we probably will all be in some big, beautiful
I think-
community studio, something
Yes.
sometime soon. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, I want to remind everybody that you can find all things Omashar at his website. And it's easy to remember the name of his website because it's his name, omashar.com. And if you haven't already, please let's support all of our artists, Tatiana, Kristin, Gary, and Omashar. And it's always best to go to his website and then go to Bandcamp. And Bandcamp is where you can get his music the best. There's his albums. Omashar, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Are you going to stick around for the beautiful group healing experience?
Yes, I need some. Yes, thank you.
Well, I'm really excited because
We have
tonight
Maggie tonight.
we've got Maggie, and we love Maggie. I'm going to bring on beloved Deborah. And Deborah, would you like to introduce our audience to the wonderful Maggie?
Of course. Thank you so much. We must all know Maggie. We all love Maggie. Maggie is my beautiful, beautiful soul sister. There's no doubt. She's our little one, but she's the powerful one. She's, how to describe Maggie is just a fairy. It's just, there's nothing else to say. She lives in the world of unicorns and she will bring us there tonight. I know that.
Oh, thank you, Deborah.
Of course.
If people want to learn more about these beautiful sessions that we're providing every week now, and really these are sessions that people pay quite a bit for. So it's a blessing for us to receive this as a gift from the KES Healer of the Evening. You can learn all about it by going to krysticlight.com. Now that's spelled Krystic, 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 light.com. You can learn all about it. This is it's a beautiful description because a lot of people have been asking Deborah about, okay, well, what is this system? What is this that we're learning? And there is our wonderful healer for the evening, Maggie Rose Lacosta. And so Maggie, I'm going to turn it over to you to introduce your work to the audience and to take it away.
Thank you so much, Scott. This show was just so heartwarming and beautiful, and I'm really grateful to be here and close it out. I am in a dome right now, and I've only been using candlelight, so I found a little light, and it's a little bright, so I may not have it on the whole time on my eyes, but I just wanted you all to see me and explain a little bit about the Kristic energy system. And then we'll dive into just a quick session today. It won't be a full one because I know that it's getting late. So what the Kristic energy system is it's connecting with the cosmic Christ and this Kristic light that really helps bring in soul fragments and just creates wholeness in the physical body. And so there's lots of different ways a KES session can go. And basically in this session, I was thinking because the equinox is coming up that we could work with balancing the masculine and feminine, since we're coming up to the equinox, which is the balance of the light and dark, and coming into complete balance and harmony. And so we will work on that a little bit today, and we'll also start the session with just sweeping the field. And so I invite you to just lay down and get really comfortable for this session. And if you want to sit in meditation position, you're also welcome to. And so, yeah, I just want to give everyone a moment to get comfortable, find a good spot for you where you can just drop in and receive. And there's really nothing you have to do this session except for to relax. And if you open yourself up to these energies and open up to receive, you can really feel this energy stream through. And so beautiful. All right, let's get started then. So if everyone just wants to shut their eyes, and let's take a deep breath into the womb, into your hara, feeling your belly rise, and you can do an open mouth exhale. Really feeling yourself come into your body, come into your center power column of light. And we'll just set the space by anchoring in a platform of light below us. You can visualize this white wall of flame around you, this purification flame. And let's see a temple of light above us. And just calling all parts and pieces of yourself to be here and now. Melting into the space that you're in. Feeling held and supported by the earth. And taking a few deep breaths, feeling your body soften. We'll start with a prayer, and then we'll go into a sweep. I, Maggie Lacosta, call upon the Cosmic Christ, Supreme Intelligence, to support and facilitate this group KES polling session. I ask permission from all receivers present to receive this group polling with the highest good, divine grace for all involved. I request on behalf of this group container to become aligned for the duration of this session to the divine intelligence of the Christic energy system with grace, with ease, and with joy. I now invite the Cosmic Christ energies to connect with us in the most appropriate way for all involved. May all that transpires in this microcosmic reflection of our group constellation support and uplift the ascension of the entire human collective and all sentient life. I also call forth assistance from the Divine Heavenly Mother and Heavenly Father presence to overlight this group container with pure unconditional love from the Most High. May all be known through this connection of pure love so that the group holding session anchors in us in the most benevolent way. Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. And we'll start by placing the Christic spiral at the bottom of your feet. And you can visualize this golden light coming up your feet, up through your legs, through your knees. And as it goes through your body, you can feel your body soften, your muscles relax as it moves up through the sacral chakra, up through the chest, all the way up your throat, through your third eye, feeling your forehead relax, feeling your brain hemispheres come into balance, and then all the way through the crown. And I'm just going to do this sweep a few more times. And we'll use this time to call in your guardians and guides of the highest light and love to be present in this space. Your ancestors that would like to receive as well. As we call in the Holy Mother, Holy Father. As we thank the elements and the elementals for holding the space in which we reside in. We're going to expand this sweep to your etheric level and layer. This is about 1 inch above your skin. See if you can bring awareness to your etheric level as we just bring this energy body into balance, harmony, and sweep anything no longer serving. And I invite you to be consciously aware of your breath throughout this mini session, to breathe deep into the heart or your womb space, and just to observe the body, any tingles, any sensations, any memories or thoughts, just becoming a witness as we expand this sweep into your second level and layer. I invite you to become aware of your emotional body. This is a few more inches above the skin. And just become aware of any emotions. We want to rinse and cleanse any emotions no longer serving, any looping emotional patterns that are ready to be brought into balance, that are ready to be released. And as we continue to expand, we'll move to the third level and layer of your energy body, your mental body. This is where the thoughts reside. And let us bring our thoughts to stillness, to balance, releasing any thought forms, thought patterns in your mental level and layer that are no longer serving. Any mental programs passed down that are ready to be released, to just be gently let go of. For awareness to be brought and the light to illuminate anything no longer serving. And we'll now move to the fourth level of your field and see if you can bring awareness even a couple more inches out to your astral level and layer. rinsing and cleansing the astral body. Beautiful. And we'll expand this just one more level and layer to your Akashic layer. This is where your lifetimes reside. This is the 5th level. And just bringing this golden light, Christic energy to your Akashic level and layer. Bringing this energy body into balance, into stillness. Feeling this stillness and alignment that you've cultivated within your body. And we'll work with the diamond ray today. And we're going to work with the ascended aspect of the sun and moon. And so we're going to call forth this white diamond light to come down. And I want you to visualize this white diamond light coming all around you, coming down your crown, through your body. And taking a deep breath, feeling it go into your cells. And I'm going to place this Christic spiral, diamond Christic spiral below your feet. And we're going to spin it up the left side of your body, the right side, as it goes into the masculine and feminine, the lunar and solar channels of your body. Allowing the biochemistry, your organs, glands, all of your blood and bones and waters in your body to come into balance, and for this light to come in and to release any stagnation, any old conditioning or imprints or any old belief systems, anything that is blocking the separation of the masculine and feminine. Releasing any old soul memories or reference points around the masculine and feminine, around any distrust, any old vows, soul contracts, or agreements around separation of the masculine and feminine. We ask to be released. As we call forth anything mentioned, unmentioned, to come and step into this container, to be ready, to be released and surrendered. Let's just give a few breaths to allow anything to surface. If any memories come up, specifically around the imbalance of the masculine and feminine, specifically if any inner children come up, just allow yourself to receive this information. Just asking all discordant energies, frequencies to return to center, to return to 12 o'clock. And I'm going to set the intention to specifically clear the left and right side of the brain, the front and the back side of the brain, the cerebrum, and the atmic level and layer of your energy field. And I want you to visualize the ascended sun and the ascended moon coming beside you, in front of you. And I want you to connect with this aspect of the sun and moon and call upon it to bring balance to your solar and lunar channels in your body, to your masculine and feminine. As you allow this energy to ripple, witness an expanding white light as it has the intelligence to bring out that which is ready to be brought out. absorbing the bright golden light of the sun. We're gonna visualize this light from the sun going directly into your pineal gland. And visualize it going into the master cell in your pituitary gland. And that master cell begins to absorb this condensed golden energy. This golden energy of complete balance and harmony. This energy of the masculine and feminine in perfect synergy. And see this light begin to burst and ripple out into your cells, out into the blood and bones, into the glands, and expand it out to all your energy bodies, feeling this golden light all around, all throughout your field, receiving this beautiful masculine and feminine merged energy where there is no more left or right, there's no up or down, there's no past or future, there's only here and now. And all is returned to this center point, returning into harmony, balance, and alignment throughout all space and time, now. Taking a deep breath into your heart space as we call forth the virtue of unconditional love to shower upon us. Breathe this unconditional love into yourselves. And just allow yourself to be showered in this unconditional love. Resting in that space. And we'll close this mini session with the golden crystal spiral coming down your crown, down your body, down your knees, all the way down through your feet. Feeling your feet deeply rooted gently coming back into your body. Or you're welcome to stay in that space and take a Shavasana if you would like. Thank you so much for joining, and I wish you such a beautiful evening.
Thank you, Maggie. A beautiful, beautiful experience. And I want to invite people, if you have enough energy, thank you, Sylvia, to put into the chat box what you experienced. It's always helpful for us to hear from you. So please feel free to put it in the chat box, any experiences you had. And a reminder again that we can learn more about Maggie and her work. You can connect with her by going to her website. And I'll go to it one more time. It's KrysticLight.com, spelled KrysticLight, KrysticLight.com. You can learn all about this work, learn all about Maggie, and you can contact her and reach her in that way. And if anybody wants to also briefly come on camera, or just open up your microphone and share what you experienced. Eleanor Joy says, I went high and deep. George Noble writes, I feel great. Thanks, Maggie. Yara writes, thank you, beloved Maggie. Reverend Jeffrey writes, feel great love to all, blessing. And so it goes. And again, thank you, beloved Deborah, for the meditation earlier tonight and for organizing our KES group healers. And there's Maggie.
Sorry, my light went out, but I guess it didn't die. I tried to turn it back on and it came on.
Well, thank you so much, Maggie. That was beautiful.
Of course. Thank you so much. Have such a beautiful evening, everyone.
Thank you so much, Maggie. That was awesome. I was gone. That was really powerful. Yeah, I found it very relaxing my mind is just still. Wow, thank you so much. And everything else, I just feel, deeply cleansed and just pure. Thank you so much.
The power of the cosmic Christ.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
You've been doing this since many years too now, right? Since the beginning.
Yes. Yeah. So I think at least 2 years.
I can tell, yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, my love.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for still being with us. We have 35 people that are still with us tonight. And thank you for your comments. Look forward to seeing you all in the Peace Week events taking place. Make sure that you do go to the website, join the events. I'll see you on Wednesday night for the Awakening World with Omashar. And Piper, so glad you're with us. Looking forward to our show we're going to do with you. And thank you, beloved Deborah, for making this happen. And let's all have a beautiful night's rest. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, everyone.
Maggie, love you, Maggie.
Love you. Sweet dreams.
Good night.